Hello and welcome to Gemma's Window. If you have followed the calculations in the box below or hopped onto my website at gemmaswindow@gmail.com and you have calculated you're a power year number 8, then you are at the right place. Hey 8, you only have to calculate your power year number once for the year 2020. I am coming up with your monthly numbers, and in November 2020, you are in the month of 1. So let's pick up our deck for business. All right, let's grab it off the table here, and let's start shuffling while I review what those numbers mean for you. So a power year 8 is your most karmic year of your cycle. So even including past life karmic debts, you can reap the rewards this year, or you can get slapped on the wrist this year. It's a karmic year where things can come back to you like a boomerang, and it's a year that we want to get you to not be a victim anymore. We want you to take your responsibility in life and understand that you don't have to have all the answers of how you ended up here, but it's up to you to fix it, and it's up to you to take responsibility for your own life rather than wallowing of why me, how did I get here, who's going to get me out of this. You are, 8s. That's what this year is about, and so you will be challenged with issue after issue after issue of karmic lessons that you still have to learn during this year. A really nice thing about the year of 8 is that you can see a lot of financial success or rewards when it comes to business or work. You may even start your own company or something along those lines, or get an idea for something. Now you're in the month of action of 1. Well, it doesn't always have to be action, 8s. It can be a new idea comes to you. Oh, where did that come from? I had a dream about something last night, and wow, that seems kind of interesting. So it can be a new job you're starting, or it can be a new idea of something. So let's take a look, 8s. Everything I say in this reading is for you. And let's take a look for those of you who are working. Now, you might find that when I read romance, it describes your workplace more, and that's okay. All words are for you. You will know what's for you. You will know, and you should take it and run. Okay, because this is a 15 minutes all for you. So, for those of you who are working, it looks to me, we have a whole bunch of things going on here. This to me looks like there's a change in the workplace for you. It can even be a job change. So, you're definitely starting something new. And you do very well. Now, let me suggest to you, 8s, if you say, oh great, what is she saying? I'm going to lose my job? That's great. There might be a change. There might be a change in job. But it looks like you land right on your feet and you do very, very well. It's saying here that you've done your due diligence. You've either been a good saver of money, a good investor of money, or you're a person who's very motivated, can work on your own, can make things happen on your own. I think what's confusing me is even this card is an ending card. And so I've got 2 endings here. And I've got one that says, let go of the life you're living to receive the wonderful life that's waiting for you. And when you do that, say, as an example, you say goodbye to one department that you've been with, or they say, we're eliminating your position, or we're moving you over to a new department, and you have to get used to that new department. It might be that you're scared at first. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're very excited. But that good things are going to come from it. The next card that I have is that you're a self-motivated person, that you could be in sales, you could be on the road, you could be working for yourself. You could decide to do something on your own, and you've got that going on. You've got that going on too. There's a little hint of endings with that too, and I'm not sure if, see, if I knew your situations, we could pinpoint it more together. But it could be that you're not going to work on your own anymore. You're going to bring somebody else on. You've decided that you want, a partner or a co-worker or anything. There's a lot of flux going on in here for you, but I want to tell you that they're good cards. So it's flux that's going to end up in a good way for you. Now, it moves forward to this Page of Pentacles, and my Page of Pentacles talks about you've got a huge range of either contacts or skills, experience, knowledge. You've covered a lot of ground with whatever we're talking about here in the workplace. And you have a lot of resources to call upon and to move forward with. And this card may be coming up to let you know many more than you realize. Perhaps you're very well thought of in the workplace. Perhaps you hadn't been in touch with someone for 5 years and said, well, I want to get in touch with them for whatever reason. And they're like, oh my God, I was just thinking of you. This is perfect timing. So very, very, very nice for you, eights. Let's take a look for those of you who are looking for work. Looks like that karmic debt, like it may for some of you start out like looking a little glum, and then you go on this roller coaster and find that it's not glum at all. Let's take a look for those of you eights who are looking for work. Again, there's this feeling of this connection falls out of the sky. This connection falls out of this interview falls out of the sky for you. And off you go into the wild blue yonder, taking a chance on something that I feel like you just have a lot of backup, whether it's spiritual backup. It's your karmic year of 8. You've got a wind in your sails when it's coming to, if you want to make changes. Now, in the spread where you're looking for a job here, there looks, again, it starts with what could be a little bit of upheaval. It could be a bit of a reprimand to you, or it could be you giving a bit of a reprimand, and you may turn around and go to somebody higher, someone to talk to, a boss, management, a different organization. But you may go and talk to somebody else about what happened, and you may decide to let go of that particular opportunity, because you say, no, I want to start something new. This isn't working for me anymore. But it's still a positive, it's just a positive thing. Whatever roller coaster you're on, eights, going on in November, You're at the start of something new, and it's karmic debt coming in, giving you personal karmic challenges that you must endure. But then you say, ha ha, don't care, got another offer anyway, someplace else. Or, I don't know, my old job was re-offered to me, I don't know, because COVID, it's under control in this particular area, or they figured out a way to work it that I can go back. So bye-bye. So very interesting, very, very interesting, eights. Let's take a look at relationships, love, or any relationship. You know, I may be talking about you and your best friend, but whatever you need to hear, I hope, is what you'll hear. Let's shuffle these cards. Okay, eights, let's take a look at those of you who are in a relationship. Okay. Okay. And okay. So, again, there's this magic in the air, this karmic debt thing where you're thinking things are going one way, and that is in a disgruntled way for you. For those of you who are thinking, oh, bummer, you know, I'm not getting my way on something, or it just looks like things are going south in this particular issue. And then all of a sudden, voila, something falls into your lap where you're like, hey, wait a minute. We have I don't know, I'm making this up, trust me, when I say, you know, we have a contractor who ran away with our money, but I forgot I took out insurance on that money. Or, well, something more realistic would be, look, I forgot to deposit my paycheck, so when they go to cash the check and they've disappeared, there ain't no money. Like, something will work out for you, falls out of the sky to make a situation a lot better, and you may call upon help from someone that is a source that you had no idea they'd be so helpful. You had no idea they thought so much of you. You had no idea that they still remembered you. Or you know exactly who they are and how they're going to help. But there's some kind of resource that falls out of the sky, and perhaps you perpetuate it, perhaps you don't, that will help with this unsatisfactory situation that's in your romance or relationship. Let's take a look for those of you eights who are looking for a relationship. Okay. These are very interesting cards. Okay. Yeah, love triangle. We've got a love triangle going on. Now, this can also be for those of you in a relationship, and it can be for those of you who have a lover come back. Or you at 2 a.m. some night, after a glass of wine, call somebody and create a mess for yourself. Because it looks to me like, all right, you're like, okay, I found somebody. Yes, I did. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter about that person who dropped me anymore. And then all of a sudden you're stuck with more than one person and trying to make a decision over, which one? What do I do? Now, for some of you, yes, this could be that somebody crops up in who you're seeing, like you're seeing somebody, and they're playing a little bit of a game, and then you that decision that you make is like, well, how am I going to handle this? What am I going to do? Am I going to make the decision or wait for them to make a decision? But all I'm going to say for most of you, because it's your reading, say that you have more going on than you know what to do with, and something is going to require a big decision in your life. And I do want to throw in that it doesn't always have to be a love triangle. It can be that your kids don't like who you're seeing, or their kids are not your cup of tea because you don't want little kids. And so you have a big decision to make when this person comes into your life, and you may actually really like them, but they come with a set of some kind of circumstances, like you just can't handle the mother, and they live with their mother. Something along those lines. So I'm going to leave that at that, my eights. You're at the beginning of something new, remember, so it's going to be a new lease on life somehow for you in this month of November, where you make this decision of, okay, it's got to be this or it's got to be that. Now, my little eights, would you please ask a question? Think of a question. Think of anything you'd like to know. And you can ask again about love or a relationship. You can ask about work again. Because these are general readings, so maybe you haven't heard quite what you need to hear as of yet, okay? Now, have your question, make it nice and specific, not a yes or no, but make it nice and specific. Well, be open to, it's not going to be a yes or no. It's going to lean one way or the other. But, and let's see what's the best we can expect. All right, let's see for our eights. Oh. Ooh. What is going on? Oh my God. Wow. Eights. They're spectacular cards, but they're in a weird order. All right. So I'm going to have to give you a couple of interpretations. Again, you may have a situation where you're in a relationship and you're thinking things are going great, and then all of a sudden someone drops from the ethers and throws a real wrench into your works, and it can really be someone who you were very, very involved with in the past, or maybe not. Maybe somebody who is a love at first sight situation. It's such a strong chemistry, you don't know what to do. Wow. This can also be that you're estranged from a relationship and you never thought you were going to meet someone, and you do. This can also be that you had a good job and there were some question marks about it, but suddenly something even more interesting happens that, I don't know, a partner falls into your lap, and that has come up before in this reading. You finally get the right boss, or find the right partner, or get the right team members, and then you move on. I literally have the victory or promotion card. There are so many potentials in this, and I'm getting mixed up with what I've already said. I have the having it all card, and that's having a good family, a good job. So you have the likelihood of these things happening, things working out, any issues that you've had, things working out. And then I have the very serious relationship card, Whereas maybe it can also mean that you finally move forward into this living together or getting engaged and getting married. I just feel like it's like everything gets better. Everything just gets better. You have three sensational cards. You're at this new beginning, so maybe things have been good, but they just get better in this month of November. They just do. You have a lot of good fortune coming your way. Boy, I wish I were a power year number 8, let me tell you. Thank you, 8s. Thanks for joining Gemma's Window. We'll see you next month when you're in the month of 2. Let's hope you have such a wonderful reading. My goodness. If you were asking about finance, maybe you got yourself a good financial planner and voila, things just took off for you. Maybe you had a new treatment for health and voila, it just took off for you. Wow, I mean, just really, really nice, 8s. If you haven't subscribed, please do. If you'd like to know more about me or have a private reading, jump onto my website at gemmaswindow@gmail.com. And we'll see you next month. Bye for now, 8s.